Hello everyone. In our previous video, we discussed about the personal SWOT analysis, and we ended by saying that we need to identify the strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities that relate to our goal. So, after you have been able to identify all this, the next logical step would be to use this information to make an actionable plan to harness the traits of an armed forces officer. For that, there are three key areas to be worked on, and these are: 1. The interpersonal skills, 2. Self-motivation, and 3. The right attitude. So let's talk about the interpersonal skills. Now, these are the most important part of any human being because we don't live by ourselves in a cocoon. We interact with people, and therefore these interpersonal skills play a very important role because these skills help us to work well with other people, including when we are working in teams or in groups, formally or informally. These also help us to communicate effectively with others, and also they have we build up better relationship. They help us to build up better relationship both at work as well as at home. Now, the interpersonal skills have 6 major areas to be worked on. And the first and the foremost area where we need to work, that is the communication skills, because the communication skill is the connecting point between self and the people around us. Now, the communication skills would further include: 1. The verbal communication, that is what we say, that is the ideas and the knowledge that we have, and how we say it, that is how we use the language and the vocabulary of the language that we know. The second aspect of communication skill is non-verbal communication, that is what we communicate without words. So much of any message is communicated non-verbally, and it is estimated that 80% of our communication is conveyed through non-verbal communication. Now, many a times non-verbal communication refers to as the body language, but it is not true. It covers a lot more. It includes the tone and the pitch of your voice, body movement, eye contact, postures, facial expressions, and even physiological changes such as sweating. And all these they help you to convey much more than the use of words. And the third important part of the communication skills, which is the most important, and that is the listening skills. That is how we interpret both the verbal and the non-verbal messages sent by others. And it is quite interesting to see that most people feel that they are very effective listeners and therefore they don't need to do anything to improve or develop their listening skill. But in reality, very few people are true effective listeners. So, to be an effective listener, what we really need to do is: 1. Don't talk but listen. And see this, God has given us one tongue and 2 ears, which actually specifies that we need to be listening more than talking. Second is that we need to focus on what is being said. Then try to understand the other person's point of view. Don't be partial, just be impartial. Don't become irritated, and don't let the person's habits and mannerism distract you from what the speaker is really saying. Pay attention to the non-verbal communication of the speaker, like gestures, facial expressions, and eye movements, because all this would help you to decipher what is being said. The second important interpersonal skill is the emotional intelligence. Now, emotional intelligence is a measure of how good you are at interpreting, understanding, and acting on your emotions and the emotions of the others. It is well said that one with higher emotional intelligence enjoys more satisfying and successful career and relationships. If you have a high emotional intelligence, you can deal with conflicts more efficiently. You can express your feelings accurately. You can recognize the emotion of others and cope better with emotionally charged situations. The third interpersonal skills deals with team working, that is, being able to work with others in groups and teams, both formally as well as informally. The fourth interpersonal skill refers to negotiation, persuasions, and influencing skills. That would mean working with others to find a mutually agreeable outcome, that is, to develop a win-win situation. The fifth refers to conflict resolution in mediation, that is, working with others to resolve interpersonal conflicts and disagreements in a positive way. The last but not the least, problem solving and decision making, that is, working with others to identify, define, and solve problems, which include making decisions about the best course of action. So, when you really work on these aspects, these 6 major aspects of interpersonal skills, I'm sure it's going to really sharpen the traits that are really required to become an armed forces officer. So next time we would talk about self-motivation.